makes this sport what it is, a rivalry game. For many schools and fans, it's days like today that can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. And he's coming out of the end zone. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So Navy's offense will take the field first. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so...
And down he goes back to the three. The Irish generating heat from the linebacker position. A Mike Stonebreaker, Manti Te'o type play.
Hey, when you can get linebackers that can get after the quarterback, that can be a force on first, second, and third down, get in the quarterback's face, make his life heck. Really nice job by the linebacker there.
The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think a lot of people are going to look at that drive, and first of all, the drive was awful. They're all going to look at the drive and say it was awful, but how about the giving up on third down? I mean, you got third and long, you try to sneak a run in, and this drive, this possession, it was disastrous for the offense, and now you just hope you have enough space to get a punt.
The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. He's been a story all season long, just continues to impress. The question remains, of all the catches he's made, can he reel in the Heisman Trophy, Jesse?
Well, the games are only going to get bigger because of his success in the first half of the year. His team is winning a lot of games. It's about championships, but this guy has an opportunity to win the Heisman Trophy. He's a big part of his team's success, Dan.
No doubt, and the whole field's slanted towards stopping him. But he's been that good through the first part of the season. Can it continue? Against better competition and championship moments, that will decide whether he wins the Heisman.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Might be changing the route. Back to pass, it's Wilcox. Looking for the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Irish! With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because, Paul, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about it. Single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes.
All right, not ideal. Right, not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Spins away from the defense. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13. Navy quick to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those. He's known for. It'll be third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Clemens. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Soft spot in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Rides the back on the option to give. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Wilcox. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he's going to bring it out. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I don't like the play play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in.
Navy quick to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got him downfield. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Navy will have to punt it away. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here come the Irish, back on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Looking downfield, it's Wilcox. They're working that left side. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll try the right side. On his feet at the 40. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. They'll ride the hot hand. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
To the air on 2nd down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Looking to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Quick strike through the air for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Navy offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Navy now in trouble here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Navy will have to punt it away. Here's the return. He's got great speed. Coming through the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Bowling Green is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 10 over Akron. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Navy will go back on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wants to go up top on first down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll run play action. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make...
It's picked off, and another empty drive.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
They'll give it to the back. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Got room to work. Explosive run into the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 16.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball salute.
He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw, it's Wilcox. He wants it all. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air on first down. Under fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Off the play fake. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Navy will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Notre Dame lines up quickly. To the air, it's Wilcox. Makes the grab on the left. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. He might want another play. Out of the gun, looking to throw. It's caught, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Just keep slinging it. Big guy smells it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
The defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create. now that we can build on in the second half?
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Makes the grab. It's Otis. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field, all the speed on the field for that punt coverage team, and you could tell they caught up with them and forced the fumble.
Back to pass, it's Farrell. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. The midshipman trying to sail way forward on third and half a mile. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Navy will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Gets open down the middle. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Running back searching for a hole. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Here come the Irish back on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Dropping back, it's Wilcox. Rushes on him. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game?
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And here comes the Navy offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. Right back to the well. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. They get to him as he throws. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. Navy will have to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Back to throw, it's Wilcox. It's complete to the left. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker.
Holding.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Making side adjustments here. Snaps it in the shotgun. He'll off one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Irish! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And Navy will go back on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying the left side. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Navy now in trouble here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to go deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Navy will have to punt it away. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Gives it on the option. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give on the option. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers.
Turns it on down the left side. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Gives it on the option. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, it's Barrow. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. The official says no good. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
Even the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. The midshipman trying to sail way forward on third and half a mile.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Navy will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Slips through the line, and the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here come the Irish back on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Back to the ground with the running back. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Dropping back, it's Wilcox. Working that left side now. He's loose. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. The offense changing the play. He'll set up to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Pushes for the goal line. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. They'll try the left side. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Navy offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Looking for a man, it's Farrell. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Navy will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Wilcox. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And Navy will go back on the attack. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Quick pass on the fly motion. He breaks the tackle. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Navy now in trouble here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Navy will have to punt it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's Wilcox. Wide open downfield. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Hey, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner will be brought down. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Wants to go up top. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch near the 50. Can they catch him? They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Here come the Irish back on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
No stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Wilcox. Fires to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And here comes the Navy offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Hauls it in. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
And and that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Navy will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Looks it in at the 40. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Wilcox. It's on target and complete. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. There's a long and storied history of great games.